Hi YouTube, it's Sunday, and I'm just in a pretty awesome mood. If you cannot tell, I am very, very sunburnt, but it is alright. I also have a second degree burn, not from the sunburn that I got yesterday, but this past Wednesday when I decided that spilling boiling hamburger helper soup shit on my arm would be a fun idea. Now, I have open blisters for about 3 and 4 inches, about, it looks like. Yeah, and I would take it off, but it's like really nasty and seepy and shit, and it grosses me out even. Well, not really. It's more like cool. It was really kind of cool to look at, but it's also really gross to look at. And I don't want to make anyone like, yeah, I'll throw up. But yeah. So what's new? Oh yeah, because I went to King Island. Yes, that's why I have a sunburn, and it was fun. I mean, I went on a lot of roller coasters. And not going Diamondback. It was like the biggest one there. It has like a 215-foot drop, and everyone, like my friends that went on it, they're like, "Oh, it was so peaceful," and I'm like, "Yes, before you shit your pants, because that would happen to me." I mean, yeah, I'm just not a roller coaster person. So I mean, I imagine being hurled like straight. It's like a 73-degree angle, which is pretty fucking steep. Like, I don't think I'd want to be hurled 73 feet down. And they're like, "Oh, you feel like you're weightless," and I'm like, "Yes, because you are at terminal velocity." But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I had a fun time yesterday with all my friends. We're all pretty much cool people. My room was a fucking mess again, like always. Clean it in the next like 4 hours here. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's not much new. No, I don't understand. Like, okay, it's Hell Week. Like, Sunday marks the beginning to midnight. It's the official beginning of Hell Week, which is the week that you don't get any sleep because you're too busy writing papers and doing tests over everything that you've learned the week before finals. And then, finals, you take a test, yeah, over everything that you already took a test over. I don't understand. I don't think they have any point. I really think you just kind of sit there, you take them, and they shouldn't really affect your grade that much. I mean, like at Lake Central, I never really studied for finals. Like, dude, no. Yeah, I walked out of geometry with 104 without really doing my homework, and I walked out of German with 109%. I could have gotten a 0 on my German final and walked out of that class with a 96. Not even. A 97 in the class. Now, my final grade, which is also on the report card, would have been an F, but, I mean, if it didn't, I could have essentially not shown up for the final and did something else for 90 minutes. But I did. I mean, like, I was at like 109 before the final. Like, the final was our last day of our class. And so, I mean, shit. Yeah, so we don't even want to, like, I mean, I also had a teacher who was kind of a pushover, but she was totally kick-ass. So, I mean, yeah, go to Lake Central and take German. Best thing ever. Yeah, but, like, finals here, they suck. I mean, it's like, you don't have to go to classes for a week. You have to go to your finals all over the campus or the college that we're on. And so, you're always, like, walking, and it's hot out, and you don't really sleep because it's hot out, and you're studying for the finals you have to take. I mean, one of them is, like, a discussion over a book that I've already read 6 chapters out of, and so I don't really think I need to read the rest. I'm just gonna, like, read, like, maybe 1 chapter the day of, and then go and, like, post it some shit and be like, "Oh, yeah, blah, 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 I think this is really cool." And then I get my A, which is horrible because it's a class that I'm already passing. Yeah, I have like 2 A's and 6 C's right now. I mean, you can obviously tell that I'm a smart kid and that the douchebags that are giving me C's are assholes. And I mean, they see this video, they pretty much understand how I feel about them. And I mean, I like them as people, just as teachers. People at this school do not deserve to be teachers because none of them can teach, because none of them have teaching licenses, which is it's not mandatory in the state of Indiana, but it's kind of like recommended. Like, yes, I imagine in smaller towns, you can't always find enough teachers with teaching license, so parents may teach. And I mean, that is all good and fine for the students that, they really can learn from normal people teaching. When you're when you're at a smart people's school and you are trying to teach smart students advanced topics, you cannot give them teachers who cannot teach. It is not fair to those students because frankly, colleges are going to look at my grades and they're going to say, "What the fuck were you doing for 2 years?" And I'm going to be like, "I was doing homework and I still didn't learn anything." And I mean, like, not all of them just can't teach. It's like all of them are like some of them can teach like really good theory, like chemistry. My teacher for chemistry, very funny, smart guy. He can teach theory any day. But when he goes to math, I always get lost. And don't even get me started. My algebra 2 teacher, I mean, Japanese, she's really sweet looking, but she's evil. She's evil. She makes me cry. Yeah. So, like, I mean, I have 2 tests on Tuesday, one on Monday, an award ceremony Tuesday night. Homework is going to be due Wednesday. I mean, I have to write a paper by Friday. I have another essay to write for Civitas. Civitas is probably my favorite subject, except for I have to take a semester's worth of notes in the next week, turn them into Mr. Watson, so I don't fail, because that's like our final. But I'm hoping if all comes to fruition, one of my friends, it'll be a pushover, give me her notes, I'll write down like half of them, maybe every 3rd page, throw them in a binder, be like, "Oh yes, I've been organized," and then just be like, "Here." But I mean, you could go through and you could read and you could say, "Okay, I don't need to read all these progressive shit that's been repeated for the past like 3 weeks." Yeah. But like, I mean, a lot of these teachers have to curve their grades, and some don't curve, and so essentially you're getting a C in a class that you should be getting a B in because it's hard enough that it needs to be curved. And I'm like, this is college technically. For high schoolers, you should be curving a grade. You should always be curving a grade. And then the class that you're even curving, I mean, like, I have a 52 and it's still a C minus, and I don't understand. I mean, I will be happy with like a B minus at the end of the class because that shit is hard. And I'm gonna tell any college that I apply to that has a question about that no, you do not get to say that is a B minus in algebra. You get to say that is a fucking A plus because I didn't kill him. I'm not thinking of killing him, but there are days where you kind of just like, I'm done. I'm gonna continue this. I will make a second video. I'll be right back.